Woo. I actually needed some tissues. My nose is runny this morning. And I don't actually think it's a histamine thing. I think it's actually because it's cold outside where I'm at. That's it could be both. I checked in with you guys about how I dropped 1 milligram yesterday, and I did. I was scared that I was gonna feel it today, but I'm not yet. And I can tell you that because I usually take my medicine at 5, and I'm just now taking it a little after 7. And that's because I'm actually... Well, first of all, I thought I would cheers my fellow friends and take my medicine while I tell you about what I've got to go do this morning. Because it sucks. I have to go get blood work this morning. And anybody that has been an IV drug user for as long as I have knows what the fuck it's like when you have to get blood work done. In my entire city, I literally have one woman that can get me. She works at a certain hospital. She works at this lab at the hospital. So every time I want to get my blood work done, I have to go to the hospital. I can't go to LabCorp. I can't get it done at my doctor's office. Like it's now in my chart. So when I need blood work done, the doctor sends it to Rex Lab. The specialists send it to Rex Lab. And I just currently started seeing a new doctor for some vascular issues and other stuff. And I know, it is morning. Zelda wanted to say hello. Anyway, I'm seeing a few doctors. I'm seeing doctors for hormone issues. I'm seeing doctors for vascular issues. And I'm seeing, actually, I don't really want to tell you guys all my health stuff. But, in February, this is how bad my veins are. In February, I had to get a colonoscopy, and they had to pull down after a few people trying in the ER, which it's like, fuck, those guys should really know how to get an IV in an emergency setting. Well, they don't. Or a hospital setting. So they had to get what's called the IV team to come down, and the IV team uses an ultrasound machine. Literally, there's only 2 places in my body. There is only one vein in my body that you can get blood from, and there is only a couple of veins that you could put an IV in. They have put an IV in my neck before one time. When I got my colonoscopy, they put... The IV team got it farther up under my arm somewhere, and then in the middle of the surgery, it came out, or what do they call it? It infiltrated. The IV infiltrated, meaning it blew your vein, and all of the medication is now leaking into your arm. So next thing I know, I'm being screamed at and woken up on the fucking operating table. Okay, Tracy, calm down. It's okay. We got to turn you over. Your arm is going to be, you're going to be feeling that your arm is in a lot of pain. It might feel like it's on fire and it's going to be aching. That's okay. It's normal. We infiltrated your IV. We've got another IV team right here ready to get another line in you. It was like, felt so urgent until like another 10, 12 minutes had gone by. And now I'm just sitting there laying on the table, like fully awake because my anesthetics have worn off and they're trying to get an IV in me. And this is like a high ranking doctor. This isn't just some nurse. This is like somebody whose job it is to get lines in people that are difficult. And she told me what I already knew, but she verbalized it for the first time, which was she could now see on this machine, the ultrasound machine, that all of my veins running up my arm like lead to a taper. I have, hold on, let me take my medicine. I have so much scar tissue in the ditch areas of my arms and also all up through here, because when I started using, and let's remember this is 12 years of daily IV use with no stop. That was what mine looked like. 12 years of daily IV use, sticking needles in myself multiple times a day, and for 12 years, even hospitals wouldn't do that. They put ports in people. And 7 years of sobriety, and now here we are back trying to get off methadone, which is great and fine, and I'm happy I'm alive. But anyway, I didn't want to talk too long, but like, I'm hard to get blood from. My veins taper because of all of this scar tissue. She said the way they healed, it's like they get smaller, which explains so many problems I have. Like every time I go to sleep at night, I wake up and my hands are numb. Not every day, but like 60% of the days, my hands will be like bright red. And I'm seeing a vascular doctor about that. I've seen 4 specialists about that, actually. A cardiologist, the vascular doctor, the dermatologist, and well, I don't know if you consider a functional doctor like a specialty doctor, but they're pretty fucking expensive and don't take insurance. I've seen a lot of people about this. Oh, and I've also seen a rheumatologist about how my hands will get swollen and red. And it's always in response to like an extreme temperature shift. So they kept trying to blame it for like 20 years on my thyroid. Well, it hasn't been happening 20 years. It's been happening since like my early 30s. So it's been happening about 12 years. They tried to blame it on my thyroid at first, then they tried to blame it on my diet. Well, then I cleaned all that up. Then they tried to blame it on, like, Raynaud's. They told me I had Raynaud's disorder, but while I do, I believe finally it was a rheumatologist that told me to talk to my vascular doctor about something called chilblains. And basically chilblains is like an extreme form of Raynaud's, which is where your hands just don't circulate right, and you'll suddenly lose circulation, and then once the circulation reoccurs, it can like flood your hand, and it like will stay there and like cause it to get bright red and swollen for a little bit. It's usually in response for me to stress or exercise or any kind of temperature change, especially if it's like getting warm. So even if I just go for a walk outside, sometimes my hands will like get red and swollen. This is I know. So chilblains is like Raynaud's, only it causes a trauma. A trauma could be somebody getting hypothermia. Another trauma could be a physical injury to the vascular system. And when you're a daily IV user for 12 years, you have used every single inch of your body, especially when you're a small girl who doesn't really have veins. You have used every inch of your body. And yes, I was in my neck at one point. Towards the end, I was mostly in my neck, but right before that, I got to my hands. And I don't mean the surface of my hands, because of course I did that first. But then my dumbass decided, well, why not try these veins in the palms of my hands? And hell, why not try this big ass vein I see running up the middle of my finger? And don't do that. Don't fucking do that. I don't think most people have done that, because I've been told now by my addiction doctors and stuff, like my doctor at the clinic, he's like, I believe that could happen if that's where you were using, but it's not something we see people do often. I don't want to make myself seem like this more severe addict than others, but I may have been, because I had access to money. I had basically unlimited access to drugs, and I was a pen doll for myself. That's part of the abuse that we endure too, isn't it? But so, look, like, here we are. Now I've got to go get blood work done this morning, and I'm here making a video because I'm quite frankly, like, terrified to go. I'm terrified to go because now that I'm clean, I don't like to be stuck with needles. I don't know about you guys, but sticking yourself with a needle is 150% different than having nurses that know nothing about your body do it. And I'm so tired of the nurses that work at LabCorp that try to get blood from my scar tissue, even though when they push on it, I tell them that is not a vein, that is scar tissue. And then they just go, no, let's just try it anyway. And then those assholes are real assholes, because LabCorp is only allowed to stick you twice. So then you got to keep coming back, and it's like extremely anxiety provoking. So yeah, like I said, I don't ever go there. I haven't gone there in years. I go to the hospital. There's a nurse there that has the same name as me, with these huge, awesome cat-eyed glasses. She's been working there forever. At some point she's going to retire, and I'm just going to cry. And she knows me over the years, and she has found this magical vein on the inside of my arm that will take it. Interesting thing, I've tried to go to other places or let it get done at the doctor's office just out of fair faith that maybe they could do it if I told them this is the only vein. And they would some of the good ones would go, okay, I believe you, so I'll try for that vein. And they would always blow it. And then I wouldn't be able to go get blood for another 3 weeks. It was crazy. So I don't know, guys, wish me luck with this blood draw, because it's actually not just a little bit of blood. It's a lot. I think they're probably going to be taking 16, 17 vials from me, because we're checking. I'm doing a full functional panel, essentially. Yeah. So hope I'm hydrated enough. I need to keep drinking water too. I'll check back in with you guys about it, and also, God, I'm so scared. Also, I'll let you guys know if I'm still feeling this good tomorrow after that that drop I made yesterday. I feel all right today. All right, bye.